So today we're going to look at some Qigong exercises that can be particularly helpful when it comes to a condition like cancer. Whether your interest is to decrease your risk for the development of cancer using Qigong as a therapy, whether you currently are healing from cancer and you'd like Qigong to be an additionally therapeutic modality in your use, or whether you're a survivor of cancer and are doing everything you can to reduce your risk of recurrence, these exercises and breathing techniques and acupressure points we're going to look at will be of particular benefit. So what we're going to be doing with these particular sets of Qigong exercises is we're trying to simultaneously increase the body's ability to detoxify and to expel. And at least from a Chinese medicine and macrobiotic point of view, we're trying to expel qi or vital energy in the body that has become stagnant or stuck or congested that has led to the development of illness. So some of the movements we do are going to be about releasing this old qi, breaking it down and moving it out from the body. And at the same time, we're going to be doing cultivating Qigong exercises that help to bring energy in to support the immune system and help to rebuild our body's natural vitality. So the first thing we want to do is to open up the entire physical body. Any form of physical movement is going to benefit the immune system and aid the body's natural detoxifying organs. So we're going to be doing some Dao Yin or Douyin, opening stretches, very gentle stretching, very gentle opening of the body, but to actually help open up the meridians, the energy pathways in the body, release tension and tightness that might have worked its way into the muscles or the connective tissue, and overall start to prepare ourselves for some of the deeper energy work we're going to do. So what I'd like you to do is just stand with your feet together or as close together as is comfortable. Place your hands over your belly. And this first piece is just to actually start to stretch and open up your inner body. So as we breathe, letting the air enter in through the nose, down into the belly. Let the belly fill with air very gently, but at the same time fully opening up the belly. Letting the internal organs, the diaphragm, the stomach, the muscles that make up the abdomen, the liver and the gallbladder on the right side, and the spleen and the pancreas on the left, just letting them all be massaged, if you will, or nourished by your breath. Let the eyes be open or closed, whatever you prefer. If the eyes are open, let your vision be soft so that it's not really concentrating on any one thing in particular. And you're going to go through at least 9 full deep breaths. Every inhale expanding your body, opening your body's natural qi. And every exhale just naturally letting old, stagnant, congested qi out of the body. After you've had about 9 breaths or so, or more if you would like to do more, when you're ready, interlace your fingers and bring them forward and up overhead. And just starting to let the sides of the body, the front of the body open. Not trying to overstretch, not trying to cause pain or discomfort, gently allowing the torso, the arms, the shoulders, the head and neck to feel as if they're extending up into the sky, the waist and legs as if they're extending deep into the earth. Letting the breath still be full and natural, moving in and out through the nose. And then when you're ready, slowly turning the spine to one side to start to articulate the spinal column, the vertebrae, opening up and nourishing the nervous system. Very gentle, nothing too intense. Every time you practice this, you'll be able to move a little bit more and more. And then slowly returning to the other side. When you're ready, coming back in, trying to have equal time to each side, slowly, laterally stretching to one, Here we're opening up the rib cage and the side of the waist so that all this area just continues to lengthen, making room for all the fresh chi we're going to gather and helping to break down any stagnation that has become blocked. Nice and gentle. If at any point your arms become very tired, keeping them up over the head, let them come to rest at the belly for a moment. And when the arms feel comfortable again, maybe after 2 or 3 breaths, just repeat to where you were. When you're ready, come up and lift the heart up so that the front of the body starts to stretch. So we get naturally a little bit of a bend in the back, but instead of thinking about it as a back bend where we compress the back, keep the lower back long, bring the arms up, and just lift the heart up. So naturally the front of the body lengthens, but the back of the body starts to lengthen as well. And then when you're ready, slowly coming forward to start to open up the lower back and the backs of the legs. So bringing the hands somewhere, depending on the openness of your back and your legs, maybe you come this far, maybe you come lower. Finding a place where you feel the lower backs of the legs start to open, start to strengthen, the lower back start to release, without ever having it be to the point of discomfort or stress. Slowly turning the body over one leg, so that one leg that you're over really gets isolated and opened, and giving it the opportunity to really be expanded and healed by your breath and by your attention. Slowly working the way over to the opposite leg. And when you're ready, interlacing the hands to come up overhead one final time. Slowly bring the hands back to the belly. Letting everything rest at the side. So the next thing we want to do is to start to increase our circulation, more deeply oxygenate the body, and to start to allow our lymphatic system to become a little more flushed and cleansed. So I call this the lymphatic flush or the lymphatic fall. There's really no particular technique to it other than just getting some rocking motion in the body. So there's a few different options you can do, depending if you would like this to be more gentle. Just allow the arms to be at the side. As you inhale, lift the chest and the heart back up. And as you exhale, exhale loudly through the mouth. Every inhale bringing freshness in. Every exhale getting old chi out. If you'd like a bigger movement, you can bring your arms up on the inhale, letting them swing down on the exhale. And if you'd like the biggest movement of all, as you inhale, bring the arms up overhead, and as you exhale, let the whole body come down. So go through whichever form of that you'd like, more gentle, a little more motion, or the biggest motion of all. Until you've had a good 9 or more times, you can actually start to feel the body tingling with the extra oxygen, coming to once again bring the hands, this time to rest in front of the belly. Excellent. Now the next movement we're going to do is a Qigong series called the bone marrow washing, or cleansing and purifying the Qi. So before we can bring all fresh Qi and fresh energy in, we have to clean everything out that's stagnant, that's become toxic, that's become congested, anything that's noxious or no longer healthy. So the first piece, bring the feet just under the hips, let the hands just kind of float in front of the lower belly. Let the whole body be nice and relaxed, create tension. Let the eyes gently close, or if it makes you anxious to have the eyes closed, just let the vision sort of fall down, looking at nothing in particular. This is called meditating Buddha, standing Buddha. So as you let the eyes close, let the vision go soft, let your awareness now go to the inside of the body, opening up our internal environment, our internal chi, feeling the pulse, feeling perhaps in the fingers or fingertips the rhythmic moving of the blood, feeling the breath, feeling your mind, letting all your attention just gently focus in. Feeling your aliveness. Too often we are made to feel that we are sick, that we are devoid, that we're deficient, that we're missing something. No matter what our current state of health, we always have so much abundant chi inside. So as we stand this way, just allow your awareness of just how much energy, how much vitality there is inside of you to flow. Just feeling it blossom, feeling it present itself. Releasing all the internal tension so that all the stagnant chi, anything that's no longer serving us any purpose, can be washed away. Stand for at least a minute or two. Slowly you want to work up to about 5. So after you've stood for as long as you can comfortably stand, depending on where you are in your practice, let the hands float up in front of the heart, let the palms come together, and let the thumbs rest on the chest bone, on the sternum, for about another minute or so. Right underneath the bone here is our thymus gland, which is a very important gland for the immune system, where our T cells go to mature. So letting the energy and chi of the palms as you come together, still feeling your inner aliveness, without any force or effort, just knowing that the pressure of the hands, the energy of the hand, feeds the organ here, feeds the thymus gland to stimulate and nourish and boost the immune system of the body. After you've given yourself again about a minute or so, more or less if you like, let the hands start to separate and slowly come out to the side for cosmic being. As you extend the arms, keep a little softness in the elbows. You don't want anything locked out. Same thing in the knees, just a little softness. They don't have to bend, you just don't want them locked out. Let the eyes gently close, or again, just let the vision fall to nothing in particular, and open up now your external environment. Feeling the light of whatever room or area you might be in fall on the skin. Feeling the floor beneath your feet, maybe even sensing the ceiling above you, the walls around you. Sensing the presence if you're practicing with anybody else. Letting your external world be open. And it's as if your arms are extending miles into the distance, the feet and legs are extending into the earth, and the torso and head are extending up into the clouds. Letting your whole being become as big as the universe, becoming this cosmic being, large, grand, limitless, and containing all the energy of the universe inside of yourself. You're going to want to stand again for about 2 minutes, 3 minutes, eventually working your way up to 5. Once you've come to the completion of whatever area in your practice you're in, let the hands come in front of the belly. Keeping the breath as always full but gentle, deep into the lungs, filling up the lower belly as you inhale. Bringing the back of one palm, whichever one you'd like to start with, coming to the lower back, just naturally where it comes to rest. The other hand stays in front of the lower belly for washing the chi. So letting the hand float down to the side, slowly coming up to about shoulder height, letting the palm float up, and letting the palm connect with the center of the head. Taking a little scooping action with your hand as if there was a cloud above you and you were gathering a little ball of that cloud, reconnecting with the crown of your head, and then letting the hand wash down the body, taking that scoop full of chi we gathered and washing it through the bone marrow, through our organs, through our skin, through our tissues, through our cells, washing out your DNA, washing you down to the atomic level. Cleansing, cleansing. And as the hand comes past the leg, let any toxicity, any congestion, anything that you would like free, just to shoot out through the bottom of your feet down to the earth, switching the hands, and repeating now again. Moving as fast or slow as you like, making the movement as large or subtle as you'd like. Your intention here, more than anything else, is the crucial piece as we scoop that little ball of chi and just wash it through the system. If you're a visual person, you can visualize this beautiful mound of white healing chi, or perhaps you give it a different color or a different quality, cleansing out the system, taking all the stagnation and congestion deep, deep, deep into the earth, letting the earth change it into something better, letting the earth recycle it into something better. So you're going to want to repeat 3 total times to each side. Although as you practice, if you find this movement gives you a lot of benefit, you can certainly do more than that, but give yourself at least 3. As always, letting the breath be full. And if you're not a visual person, it doesn't matter. As long as your intention is that you know that by directing the mind and body and breath this way, you know you're just cleansing yourself down to the most profound level possible. Everything in Qigong should be calm and effortless. We are trying to release any unnecessary tension, any hardness, any stagnation or congestion in the body. So even with the mind, if you're trying to set the intention that this is cleansing you and you find that thinking about it makes your body become tense, your mind become tense, let that intention go. Don't have anything be there that is a source of tightness. I could be doing this without any specific intent, and the chi is still going to be washed and cleansed and nourished no matter what. So whether or not you have a particular intention or you're doing this just for your general health, it's all just as good, all just as beneficial. Never set anything in that's going to make you feel uncertain or tense or tight. After you complete your last movement with each arm, washing that last little bit of congestion out through the feet, deep into the earth. Let both hands come to rest in front of the belly. And just one final time, washing the chi just once with both hands. Let the hands float up the front channel of the body. As they come up, they're going to make that same little gathering or scooping action, gathering that chi, connecting it with the top of the head, and with both hands, like a waterfall, just washing every last little drop of ourselves out, leaving the body clean and sparkling and fresh and purified. Now we've opened the body, we've opened the breath, we've got everything flowing, we cleansed everything out. Now we can gather some wonderful healing energy from the environment. So this first piece I call gathering the chi. So just let the hands rest as always in front of the lower belly, sort of in the region of the belly button. Let one palm come out as if it was snowing and you wanted all the little snowflakes to gather in the palm of your hand. And when you're ready, rotate your body in the same direction as the hand that's still in front of the belly. So rotating the body over to the side. Once you come over, just switch the hands. So the first hand comes to the belly hand comes up. Rotating back towards this side and moving in this fashion. The hand that's up, gathering all this healing chi from the environment, and then depositing it in the belly as we come to the opposite side. Keep the hands soft, so sometimes you have a tendency to tighten the palms and the fingers here. Keep everything soft, everything open. The chi flows in the body like a river, like a body of water. If that river comes to a section that is blocked and tight and full of congestion, it can't flow. So we want to keep all the little meridians, all the little rivers or tributaries in the body open, everything full, so that the chi can flow unencumbered, bringing nourishment where we need nourishment, and cleansing what needs to be cleansed. So repeat this at least 9 times to each side. Perhaps you'd like to go more, which is wonderful. Follow your intuition. If you know you need more, go with more. But once you complete your last time to each side, we'll let the hands come to rest in front of the belly. I'm just feeling this space here, feeling the chi that is flowing between the belly and the hands. The next piece is circulating the chi. Let one hand stay in front of the belly, the other hand comes palm in front of the heart, and just slowly circulating the chi, just starting to allow it to flow from the belly to the heart and around. As we gather this gorgeous energy we just absorbed from the environment up to the heart, let it be pumped through the body, just like the heart pumps its blood. Letting the heart, the ethereal heart, pump the chi, move the chi where it needs to go. Let the breath continue to be full, flowing, gentle. Every inhale filling your body with energy. Every exhale, toxicity, congestion, everything go. If you have a visualization you like to add, you can visualize this column of energy moving from the heart and then just exploding through the system. Or if visualization is not a comfortable movement for you, don't worry about it at all. Once you feel like you've got this good current of energy flowing, 9, maybe 10 rotations more if you'd like. Again, following your intuition. As you practice, you'll know when you hit that spot of completion. Let the hands just rest again in front of the belly. And finally, sinking the chi. So just getting everything to flow in balance. Letting the hands float down to the side. Slowly coming up to about shoulder height or so, coming up overhead, and then down the front channel of the body. So similar to our washing, but rather than this be about cleansing, here we're just trying to get everything to be flowing in unison. We have 3 main energy centers of the body. what we call the dantians, the three dantians. The first is between the eyebrows, the upper dantian, what some people call the third eye. The middle dantian, in the middle of the chest, what some people would call the heart center. And then the lower dantian, which is about 2 inches or so below the belly button. So as we bring the hands up, gathering, collecting energy, and as we bring the hands down, we transmit that energy into the body, but more importantly, we smooth the flow of energy between these 3 centers, so that our middle, heart, emotional center is in balance with our lower dantian, our physical health, our organ health, and the upper, and the mental health, psychological health, spiritual health. Everything is in balance. All these areas of our lives are in harmony with one another. Let the breath be flowing again gently, deeply. I know I'm repeating myself a lot with that, but if all you did was just focus on having deep, full breaths, you're practicing Qigong. After maybe 9 or more rotations of the hands, or until you feel like everything feels in balance, let the hands come to rest in front of the belly. If your eyes have been closed, let them open and look up. If the eyes have been gently coming down, allow them to come up and focus, and let everything come down to the side. So now what we're going to do is do some breathing exercise, and we're also going to do some acupressure. So come to some gentle seat. Nothing in particular right now, but just some way to breathe. We're going to be doing a breathing exercise called wind breathing. This is one of the most powerful forms of breathing exercise you can do, as what it does is we're going to take 2 inhales and then 1 exhale. So the idea is we take twice as much qi, twice as much energy into the system as we do let go. So we've spent a lot of time here opening the body and detoxifying. Now we want to fill all that open space up with vitality. So we gathered qi with our Qigong from the environment. Now we're going to be doing this wonderful breathing exercise. So I'm going to make it sound a little louder. You do not have to have your breath be audible. So I'm just going to make it loud at first so that you can hear. But it's inhale, inhale, and then exhale. In and out through the nose, and bringing it down into the belly. A lot of people make the mistake with this exercise as they kind of puff up their shoulders and puff up their rib cage. You want it to keep moving down into the abdomen. So allow your back to be up straight, allow your seat to be comfortable. And we'll start very slowly, very gently and deeply. So do you get the idea? 2 inhales and 1 exhale. 2 inhales, 1 exhale. So we'll breathe this way together for just a few moments. When you're practicing on your own, you want to breathe ideally for this way about 5 to 7 minutes. So start with whatever you can and slowly work your way up from there. Nice and gentle. It doesn't have to be loud. For the next 30 seconds or so, I'll breathe without any audible sounds so you get an idea of how gentle but full the breath is to be. Allow the eyes to be open or closed, whatever's calming. Filling, filling, and then emptying, in and out through the nose. Once you've gone through your breathing round, starting with maybe just a minute or 2, slowly working your way up to about 7 minutes or so, just allow yourself to sit momentarily. Just feel the body, feel the breath, feel the mind, feel the energy of the body. You may feel a little lightheaded or dizzy from that kind of breathing exercise. If it's unpleasantly so, allow your breath to be gentler and slower. It's very oxygenating to the body, and that brings a lot of oxygen to the brain, and it can be a little unusual at first. So start slowly. We don't want to overtax ourselves or injure ourselves in any way. And so to finalize our Qigong practice for cancer healing, we're just going to do some quick acupressure. So acupressure is like Qigong for the body, but more on specific points. Some other people also describe acupressure as like needleless acupuncture, because we're doing the same thing as acupuncture, just without the needles. And we're going to work on some points that are very healing for the immune system. So the first is called Kidney 27. Kidney 27, or Elegant Mansion, is a lovely overall healing point for the entire body, but it's especially good for the immune system. And the way you find it is that you find the big kind of bony points of your collarbone, sort of right on either side of your throat. And if you have your fingers on those bones and just start to kind of press them or slide them underneath that bone, they'll eventually come to this little hollow point. If you press up, you can feel the collarbone, and if you kind of feel the side, you can feel the start of your upper ribs. So just find that point, again, just find that bone and sliding underneath, and you have a couple options. You can just press in with your finger pressure, you can press and massage, or you can tap. I like to tap. I just find something very therapeutic about it. So still breathing in and out, deep, gently through the nose, pressing, massaging, tapping, whatever you'd like, but activating Kidney 27. Holding each point for about 30 seconds to a minute. Once you've completed the end of your 30 seconds or a minute or so, slowly let your pressing, massaging, or tapping become a little lighter, and then let everything rest. You never want to go into a point very hard or let go very quickly. You always want to ease in and then ease out. The next point we're going to do is called Sea of Tranquility, or CV17. If you're to do sort of a Tarzan thing, it's right where your hands instinctively come to. Right over that thymus gland where we had our hands resting before. Healing this point, but they call this Sea of Tranquility because it's very calming to the mind because of what it does to the heart. So here, since we're right over bone, I usually ask everybody to tap, but if you again would like to just press into the bone here, by all means go right ahead. At the end of your 30 seconds, minute, as long as you like to activate this point, let it become a little lighter, eventually coming to rest. Our third set, large intestine 4, joining the valley. So if you find your hand and you were to put your thumb in towards your hand, this muscle kind of bulges out. It's over this muscle where this point is. So kind of do that and find where the big bulge of the muscle is, and then I like to get the entire muscle myself. I like to go on the point and a little to each side. So on the underside, I like to press my thumb right sort of in the middle, and on the upper side with my pointer, middle, and ring finger, squeeze in on the top. And just that whole little muscle there, that whole little region squeezing in. Large intestine 4, joining the valley, connecting the thumb and the pointer finger, connecting the lung and large intestine meridians. Very, very powerful for the immune system. And this is also a great point for pain reduction. So if you have chronic pain or tightness in the body, migraines, headaches, discomfort like that, press in here. Press in pretty firmly, not to the point that you're hurting yourself, but it should feel stimulated. It should feel some tenderness. And since this is over the large intestine, this is also great for digestion and elimination. ready, slowly let the pressure go, and give yourself the same thing on the other side. So letting those fingers rest over that muscle point, sandwiching with the thumb underneath, and opening up this very potent point in the body. You might notice one hand is more or less sore than the other, and that just shows different regions of the intestine have different levels of either health or congestion. So the side that's more tender, more sore, press into that as often as you can think. That is the side that needs some healing. After you've had about the same amount of time, 30 seconds to a minute, slowly let the pressure go. Now the next thing we're going to do is actually tapping along the back over what are called bladder 23 or bladder 47, the two acupoints on either side of the spine. This whole region is called the Sea of Vitality. So this keeps the kidney strong, and the kidneys in Chinese medicine are said to help govern our longevity. So this helps to restore our youth and longevity. It keeps the whole body very strong. And so just let the hands come in very loose fists, and right where the hands instinctively come to, just tap over the lower belly, the lower back. When you're ready, you've given yourself 30 seconds, a minute, let the tapping become lighter, and let everything rest. And then our final point is about 2 to 3 fingers below the belly button. So kind of right at the lower lip of the belly button, taking 3 fingers or so and just pressing into the abdominal muscles right there. Pressing in deeply, but not, again, at the point of pain, just to the point we feel like the area is being stimulated. CV6, Conception Vessel 6, or Sea of Energy. So this is a powerful point for fatigue, helping to keep the body energized. Another powerful healing point for the digestive system. And the digestion needs to be strong if the rest of the body is going to be strong. When you're ready, slowly let the pressure go and let the hands come to rest. So that is our Qigong for cancer healing, cancer recovery, keeping the body strong, detoxified, keeping the immune system strong. This is a good routine for honestly anybody to practice. If at any point you are looking for more specific exercises, acupressure points, anything like that, find someone in your area that is knowledgeable about medical Qigong, and they can guide you, acupuncturist or Chinese medical doctor, if this is the kind of thing you're looking for. I hope you found this information helpful, and be well.